My countrymen, this is Eli Velis Lau Pamatong, President of the Republic of the Philippines. Today, because of the fact that coronavirus whooped down upon humanity, upon the whole world, unprepared to face its challenges or its ferocity, I try to review why the world, especially the big countries like Japan, America, England, Germany, Australia, I wanted to know why they were unprepared, why we were unprepared. Well, I found out that next to Jinping, the person who should be blamed for this coronavirus is Donald Trump. I understand, or I read from the reports, that as far back as January, President Donald Trump of the United States of America was informed about a virus that would plague mankind. It was not named coronavirus then, but a virus would come to a point where millions of people, in fact, even the whole humanity, would disappear from the face of the globe if we are not prepared. And I read the reports partly because they were too long for me to read. But one thing is clear. Trump was warned many times in writing, based on documents and findings by the scientific community, that a kind of virus was to plague mankind, to scourge mankind, and that mankind should prepare to face the pandemic, the virus pandemic, which is now the coronavirus. And according to reports, the problem was that even if Trump knew about the virus that would be coming as far back as January, he ignored it. He said, well, it will just disappear like a cloud and don't worry about it. And after he was informed, after he was given concrete information about the virus, he would go on golfing. He would just not think about it. So it was the negligence of Trump that is also partly causing the millions of people afflicted with COVID, and the thousands who are dying because of coronavirus infection. Trump is responsible because of his negligence, because probably of his ignorance. And so, aside from Jinping, if I have the authority, if one day I have the time, I would file a lawsuit against Trump. In the same manner that I filed a lawsuit against Jinping, I should file a lawsuit against Trump for neglecting his duty as President of the United States, which is the most powerful country in the world. And had Trump paid attention to the warnings of the scientific community in the United States, then there would have been a vaccine already. And we in the Philippines would have benefited from his diligence if he paid attention to his duty. But he just went on golfing as if nothing happened until one day the forces of coronavirus swooped down upon humanity like a thunderbolt, like a lightning. And we were all unprepared, especially America, Japan, Italy, Germany, England. We were all unprepared. The whole world was unprepared to solve the virus problem up to now. COVID is like a rogue elephant, destroying everything in its path. That is the problem. But let me look back to an issue or something that is related to Trump and the Filipino people. They are related in a sense that Trump has also a responsibility to the Filipino people if you really come to think about it, because the Philippines was once a colony of the United States for 50 years, for half a century. We were a colony of the United States. And we are all citizens of the United States. Except that one day on July 4, 1946, we were all stripped of our citizenship without due process of law. That's a thing in the past, but that should not be forgotten. According to Justice Oliver Wendell Holmes, to understand the past, the present, you must understand the past. By understanding the past, you will understand what's going on at present. And by understanding the present, then you can have a reasonable forecast of the future. So we have to look back in relation to America's obligation towards the Filipino people, moral and spiritual obligation. We were a colony of the United States, and we fought side by side with the Americans in 1,000 battlefields. We fought for America in 100 battlefields in the Philippines, in 1,000 battlefields in the world. We fought for America and died for America at Corregidor. We fought for America and died for America in Bataan. We fought for America in the cold lands of Korea. We fought for America in the forbidding jungles of Vietnam. We followed America all over the world. That's why the whole world is surrounded by the graves, lonesome graves of Filipino warriors, dying in defense of the United States of America in the hope that the American people will be free, for the freedom and liberty of the American people. But what have we gotten in return for this? One day, President Trump said the Filipinos are animals and terrorists. After all, the many lives that were spent, sacrificed upon the altar of American freedom, this Trump called us animals. And when you call someone animal, then we have no value at all because you can kill an animal. Animal has no value at all, like the Negroes a long time ago. They had no value at all. They could be killed just like dogs and nobody can complain. That was the reason why we were stripped of our citizenship on July 4, 1946, because they think we are brown niggers. They were already troubled by the blacks in America, and now there are brown niggers in the Philippines, so they stripped us of our citizenship. One day, July 4, 1946, 2 million Filipinos were stripped of their citizenship. But in spite of that, we fought for America. We remained loyal to America. We maintained unflagging loyalty and devotion to America and the American principles upon which America have been founded or has been founded. So, going back to Trump, that's the reason why Trump has not been helping us very much during his administration, because he thinks we are animals. And if he wins in these coming elections, then it will be the same thing. He will not help the Filipinos because the Filipinos are animals. He said that. It's on record. Trump said, you Filipinos are animals and terrorists. And he never apologized for saying that. You are animals. And I'm asking the Filipinos in America, there are about maybe 5 million Filipinos in America. I don't want you to vote for Trump. You vote for Joe Biden. At least he has not said anything against us. I'm not trying to engage in politics in the United States, but I'm telling you it would be ridiculous for the Filipinos to vote for Trump, who called us animals, who said we are animals. Why should the animals vote for Trump when the animals cannot vote anyway? But these animals can vote in favor of Biden. So I want all of you in the United States, especially my former clients in the United States, vote for Joe Biden. Not because of politics, but because we're trying to defend the honor and integrity of the race of the Filipino people. The honor and integrity of our race as Filipinos. Do not vote for Trump. You vote for Joe Biden. Because I believe that Joe Biden will respect the rights of the Filipinos, will try his best to fix the relationship between the United States and the Philippines. when Trump heard that Duterte canceled the visiting forces agreement, he was happy because now he said, I could save money. This is the thinking of an idiot, of a hoodlum. He did not know that the Philippines is so valuable in defense of the free world, in defense of freedom throughout the world, because the Philippines is geographically located at a point where any military unit stationed in the Philippines can strike anywhere, anytime within the Pacific Basin. He didn't know that. He was only concerned of the money that America would gain after the cancellation of the visiting forces agreement. And so to repeat, at the risk of sounding like a broken record, do not vote for Trump. Trump is responsible also for the deaths of thousands, if not millions of people throughout the world, by not paying attention to the warnings, recorded warnings, written warnings from the scientific community, from different sources, from multi-sectoral sources in America, based on scientific evidence, based on scientific research, that a coronavirus was coming and that we should be prepared. But he never prepared. Up to now, he is not prepared. Instead of setting the Americans free and gathering only the few who are sick and providing medicine for them, he is holding all of them in in a concentration camp. There is a lockdown also in America, as in other places in the world. But that is wrong. That is wrong. The whole world is wrong. I am right. It's not because I think I'm right, but it is because of the fact that virus can go inside your house, can travel across walls and barriers. So what is the use of lockdowns if the coronavirus can go through your walls, can go through barriers, can go through lockdowns and enter your homes and infect your people, your children or you inside your house. So it's useless. Lockdown is useless. That is also why I want lockdowns in the Philippines to be dismantled, because it's useless. It's not effective. Yet we are spending 275 billion pesos and more to maintain a lockdown which is not doing anything, which is just there, but it cannot prevent the virus from cutting across the lockdowns that are being made. It's useless. But nobody listens to me, except perhaps the millions and millions now who are sharing my videos, which we are publishing at the YouTubes and through the Facebooks. There are millions, and I'm glad they are responding favorably. I think 1 hour ago, I was informed by my staff that even the Emperor of Japan humbled himself and sent me an email or a messenger message letter acknowledging the fact that I was concerned of the plight of the Japanese people. So I have been doing that, and I intend to continue doing that, but I'm focusing on the Philippines because this is my country, and if I have to save other people, I must save the Filipino people first. So again, before I close, I would like to repeat, Donald Trump, is partly responsible for the deaths of thousands and infection of millions of people with coronavirus, and he should be blamed. He should be charged before the International Court of Justice or before the United Nations of genocide or any crime that would approximate that crime against humanity. He should be charged and punished accordingly. Perhaps he should go down in history as the first American president hanged by the International Court of Justice. I think that would be all for today. Thank you and good day.